Today we're doing an oil change on the Craftsman YS4500 with a 22 horsepower Briggs and Stratton. Just going to need a filter and oil of your choice. First we're going to pop the hood. Oh, look at that baby. Then we're going to go around to the other side and start draining. Come around to the other side. We're on the right hand side of the lawnmower. Gonna take the dipstick loose, just leave it loose like that. Over here's the drain, and I put a super fancy patented expensive cardboard funnel that's just neck down, taped together, and then underneath there is a bottle cut in half like a washer fluid bottle. There's a little cap right here. Start by prying this up. That's off right there. And then there is a quarter turn you do on this black piece. Grab a hold of it. Might be loaded with crud. So I turned it to quarter turn, and now I'm going to pull it out. And there it goes. It's draining. Whoop, right down in there. And now we just let it drain and hope that that cardboard doesn't get soggy by the time this is done. And once that's done draining, push that back in, turn it your quarter turn, and pop the yellow cap back on. And pull out this fancy cardboard and see how it held up. Ooh, started leaking through. That's just enough. So we'll just wipe this stuff down with a towel, but it's still way better than the mess you would have had. Back to the left-hand side of this hog, we have the oil filter. I put a new piece of cardboard. This time I used like a shiny piece of cardboard, so maybe it'll hold up better. Hopefully we can kind of get this to aim back into my emptied cup, because that oil change almost filled this thing up, about 2 quarts or so. So let's see if I could get this oil filter off with one hand without burning myself. Ooh, it's coming. Alright, now I just got to figure out how to aim this land here and not everywhere else. See what happens. Oh yeah, look at that. Boom. This guy off. And let that drain. Got my new Briggs and Stratton oil filter. Poured a little bit of oil in the filter. But I also put some in here so I can rub it on this gasket. So you're going to want to cover the entire gasket with a nice coating of oil, and then we'll thread it on. Gasket's coated in oil. Ready to thread this bad boy on here. There we go, get it started. And I'm going to pull this hideous cardboard out of the way. Tighten it. Right here it says oil gasket, hand tighten only, check for leaks. Usually it'll say half turn, 3/4 turn once the gasket contacts. But it doesn't say that. I thought it did. Anyway, got this kind of tight, and then I like to take a rag because it's always usually slippery, and then just give it a decent turn. Nothing too crazy. So about 3/4 of a turn after the gasket touches. And thanks to my fancy piece of cardboard, we barely had a mess to clean up. Just a little drip. So pretty mint. And now, like everybody asks, hey, how much oil goes in this thing? Well, this thing actually has a chart right here of all the common wear parts and things that go and break and all that junk. And right there it says oil capacity 64 ounces, so that should be 2 quarts. Got my dipstick pulled out, set on a nice clean rag, clean funnel, and now I'm going to dump my oil. Oil of your choice. I'm not going to tell you what to use. And I'm going to dump about 1.5 quarts in. We'll go from there. Okay, I put just about 2 quarts of oil in there. I'm going to start it for a second. And now I'm going to check the level. It sat for a few seconds. I pulled the dipstick, wiped it, locked it back on. We're going to pull it out. Take a look at where we're at. And I definitely need to add more because I'm only about there. I'm going to add about another half a quart. So I put about another half quart in. We're at 2 quarts now, just like it said. And sure enough, we're right there, right at the top hole. So it's perfect. So that's basically it. Just go around and check for leaks. Make sure you don't have any catastrophic oil leaks anywhere, which you shouldn't. And good enough. Send it.